Actor Luke Perry, a star of the 90s hit TV show Beverly Hills 90210, is hospitalized this morning after reportedly suffering a stroke. Paramedics responded to a call at the 52-year-old's Los Angeles area home Wednesday. His publicist says Perry is currently under observation. Our Dr. Tara Narullo shows us the health risks posed by strokes. Tara, good morning.
Good morning, Bianna. While a spokesperson for Perry hasn't confirmed he suffered a stroke, about 800,000 people in the U.S. experience a stroke every year, according to the National Stroke Association. It's the 5th leading cause of death in the U.S., and even when it's not deadly, the physical toll can also be life-changing. Luke Perry first rose to fame playing bad boy Dylan McKay on the show Beverly Hills 90210.
Need a hand?
Yes.
And for the past 3 seasons, fans have known him as Archie Andrews' dad on the hit CW series Riverdale.
Who are you lying to? Me or your coach? Both.
But now there are new concerns about the actor's health after paramedics responded to a 911 call at his home at around 9:30 a.m. Wednesday.
Roughly 78 stroke.
A spokesperson for the actor said Mr. Perry is currently under observation at the hospital.
It's a really big year for Luke. He's having this second coming in Hollywood, of course. So his star was shining really brightly once again.
This isn't Perry's first health scare. 4 years ago, doctors found precancerous growths in his colon during a routine colonoscopy, prompting him to change his diet.
I'm a father of 2 children. I want to be with them as long as I can. I want to have as healthy a life as I can, spend as much time with them, just like everybody else.
Perry's hospitalization came on the same day Fox announced a return of 90210 with some of the original cast. Perry's name wasn't mentioned in the announcement, but he is expected to appear in a few episodes. Online, former 90210 castmates shared messages of support. Shannon Doherty posted an old cast photo saying, "My friend, holding you tight and giving you my strength. You got this." When it comes to dealing with a stroke, time is key. If you can quickly identify the symptoms of a stroke and get help, you can improve someone's chance of recovery or even save a life.
It's so scary. So many people were shocked to hear this at such a young age.
Because he's so young.
What are some of the signs of a stroke?
So one of the things we like to talk about is the word FAST. F stands for face drooping. So if you ask someone to smile and you see one side of their face drooping, that's concerning. The A stands for arm drift. So ask them to lift both of their arms, and if one of them sort of starts to drift down, that's concerning for a stroke. The S stands for speech difficulty. So you can say, "Can you repeat this sentence? The sky is blue." And if they really can't, that's a problem. And the T, important, stands for time to call 911, even if the symptoms go away.
Good mnemonic device to remember.
Fast.
Critical time
for him.
Time is of essence.
Exactly.
Tara, always good to see you. Thanks.
Thank you, Alex.
Following Riverdale star Luke Perry's hospitalization for a reported stroke, more information about his health has been released. TMZ reported that Perry was hospitalized on January 27, 2019, after he suffered a massive stroke at his home in Sherman Oaks, California. Perry was said to be able to communicate with the paramedics and was responsive, but his condition reportedly worsened before he arrived at the hospital. While some early reports indicated that Perry might have been placed in a medically induced coma, TMZ noted that Perry was not and was actually just sedated. Perry was said to be experiencing bad back problems before his major health scare, which had to be fixed via surgery, according to the actor's neighbor who spoke to Radar Online. Back issues aside, Perry otherwise appeared to be in good health. Those who lived nearby claimed that Perry could often be seen doing regular exercise routines and walking his dogs. He also reportedly frequented a gym near his house. Perry's last big health scare was in 2015, when precancerous growths were found in his body after he underwent a colonoscopy. Perry later spoke out about checking for colorectal cancer in a 2017 interview with Fox News, saying, "Right now, there are 23 million Americans who haven't been screened that need to be screened. If I'd waited, it could have been a whole different scenario." As a result of his doctors discovering the growths, Perry changed his diet to decrease his risk of colorectal cancer, telling Fox,
I've significantly cut down on the amount of red meat that I eat. I used to be like a steak and potatoes every night kind of guy. Now it's just for special occasions.
Offering insight into what Perry may have experienced, Dr. Armand Dorian, who works as the chief medical officer at USC Verdugo Hills Hospital, told Extra,
"Massive stroke basically means that the debilitation of the patient is high. What that means is they have difficulty speaking, moving. Usually it's one side of the body."
Perry's hospitalization occurred on the same day that Fox announced that it will reboot the show Beverly Hills 90210, the popular teen soap on which Perry starred as Dylan McKay in the 90s. According to USA Today, several of the series' original stars have signed on to play, quote, heightened versions of themselves in a brand new, serialized drama, inspired by their real lives and relationships. So while the show is being called a reboot, it's more of a meta-series based on the cast trying to get a reboot made. However, neither Perry nor actress Shannon Doherty, who played his former on-screen love interest, will reportedly appear on the show. According to ABC News, Perry couldn't join the 90210-related series because of his commitments to Riverdale, on which he plays the main character Archie Andrews' father, Fred Andrews. Since Luke Perry's hospitalization, many of his famous castmates have taken to social media to share messages of support for the actor. Ian Ziering, who played Steve Sanders on 90210, posted, "No words can express what my heart feels hearing today's shocking news. Let us all say a prayer for his speedy recovery." Molly Ringwald, who plays the ex-wife of Perry's character on Riverdale, tweeted out, "Sending my love to Luke Perry." Fellow Riverdale star Lily Reinhart wrote on Instagram, "Thinking of you, Luke, and praying for your safe recovery." Clearly, everyone is rooting for Perry and hoping he gets well soon.
Good evening, everybody. It is Steve Lookner with Agenda Free TV coming to you with a news alert. Actor Luke Perry is currently hospitalized after reportedly suffering a massive stroke today. Paramedics were called to Perry's home at around 9:40 a.m., reportedly after reports of a stroke, and multiple outlets are saying he has suffered a stroke. It's not clear exactly what his condition is. There are some different reports about that. It's actually pretty unclear what exactly is going on with him and how he's doing. Hopefully he's doing okay, but I'm going to get you the latest information that's out there. Also going to be taking your comments and questions on the air. So thank you for joining us, and thank you to our moderators. We have Jordan, Mark Helton, Havasu Mom, Rusty G, and Bridget. They're all in the YouTube chat room, and Linda Belk in the Periscope chat room. He is 52 years old. 52 years old is how old Luke Perry is. So again, suffered a stroke, reportedly suffered a stroke this morning and is currently in the hospital, according to multiple sources. Luke Perry is a star of the show Riverdale on the CW. He is best known for starring as Dylan McKay in Beverly Hills 90210. Back in the 90s, I believe it was. Let's check. This is what TMZ is reporting. Here is the TMZ report. Luke Perry, they're saying he's sedated in the hospital after massive stroke. So they say, now there was a little, there was a bit of a confusion over his condition. The latest update they posted was at 3:25 p.m. So, I mean, the last update they posted was like 6 hours ago. They said, although a family member says Luke was placed in a coma, that would be a medically induced coma, his representative says he's not in a coma and he is sedated. We're told he's sedated. Now, let me just go back to the first part and then read upwards. This is the first report. Luke Perry, they say TMZ he suffered a massive stroke. Well, you know, this says Wednesday. I was thinking it was today. I thought it was today. Let me see. What does LA Times say? Thursday. You know what? I gotta say, I totally didn't realize this. I've been reading these stories. I literally just noticed this reportedly happened yesterday. Wow. I've been reading these stories and I just never caught. For some reason, my eyes just glazed over the Wednesday morning. So it's been reported today, but this reportedly happened yesterday because today is Thursday, I believe. Yeah. So this was yesterday. So I apologize. I literally had just missed it every time I read the articles until right now. Let me just change the description of the broadcast. I'm just changing it to Wednesday in the description. I don't like having the false information there. Wow. You know, it's kind of, that's a bit concerning. Now that I realize that, that's a bit concerning because that means there hasn't been much of an update at all since yesterday. Because, I mean, you know, there's been like there's very little information, but it's one thing to have no information for, like a half a day. Now we don't really have much information a day and a half after this happened.